I'm terrified. Fuck. He is kind of. Do I do corporate Nikki? Like, do I have to get in front of the mic and be like, "Hello, everyone, and welcome to the state of the games industry in 2025"? You know.
Yes, give me. I want that your best corporate sexual harassment training seminar voice. Do it.
Dude, fuck you. Hang on. Let's see if I can do it. I have like 4 screens up. Let's see here.
I need you to get that pitch a little higher, like sell it.
Oh, I have to do the vocal fry.
Oh yeah.
Hi everyone. I'm the only woman who's a director or VP level person in this room who has more combined experience than all of you, but you don't listen to what I say. So I need to use this vocal tone so that I'm approachable and not intimidating. Therefore, we can progress further in business and I keep my job and get paid. That voice?
Well, that's a clip. Yeah, sell it. Hit me. Give me market. Come on. We are in a training seminar. Do it.
Oh, we are not in a training seminar.
We are. No. Director Rafayel is in. Give me the report.
I get it. But this is supposed to make stupid stats approachable for people, right? Okay. Look.
We can totally be approachable while still sounding like a pod person. It's fine.
Fine. I will sound like
I make it approachable by being stupid and asking you questions.
I'm adjusting everything. Okay. Thanks for being my straight man. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the state of the mobile games industry in 2025. Looking forward to this year in 2026. We're going to look back on the trends of PC, console, mobile, in-app purchase, advertising, and everything here and beyond. Since it is the beginning of March, we're coming up on that beautiful time of year where GDC, the Game Developers Conference, is happening for its, I think, 20th year in San Francisco, California, where Infold is actually doing a panel on Love and Deepspace for the first time ever. Outside of that, if you didn't know, most games' fiscal years end at the end of March, which is why suddenly there's a glut of games that release in the last 3 weeks of March, because anyone who accidentally forgot to release a game, had to push something out to marketing, went, oh my god, it's Grand Theft Auto, or something like that, has to get it out before their fiscal year closes, and they get fucked. So, anyway, looking at state of game... Come on, that was pretty good.
I know, the best bit is you totally did that off the top of your head. Let's do it.
I did. I actually
hit
did.
Me.
All right. So the Gacha revenue. Okay. One of the reasons I wanted to do this is the time of year where state of gaming reports come out, gives analysts a couple of months to look at like the numbers that roll in for 25. Sensor Tower has one. Newzoo has a report. Lots and lots of companies do it. The Gacha revenue numbers that are reported monthly that you see on Reddit and other spots, most of those people are pulling their numbers off of Sensor Tower, primarily because they're available, many other things. I've used Sensor Tower products, their company, like I've used Pathmatics and advertising analytics from them and things like that. They just released their video game insights reports, and I wanted to pull it because I just kind of giggle a little bit when we talk about Gacha revenue. Because when we look at it in comparison to the rest of the mobile app market and mobile game market, it is barely even a drop in the bucket, which is pretty wild when you think about it. So for fun facts, just looking at the Gacha revenue report, Deepspace actually continued its decline by 2 spots. It's now 5th when it comes to revenue in the month of February. It only brought in, $32 million. And this is, again, revenue against the Google App Store. The Apple Store does not include WebPay, which I will talk about. That was my big question that I had. In addition to some countries are available, others aren't. So again, they're directional, all that good stuff. But what's really interesting when we look at the entire numbers, the only thing I'm going to point out about the mobile industry from an app perspective is this was the first time since we have been tracking this data that mobile games revenue did not surpass apps. So more people are now spending money on apps and things like that than games, which is wild. And I mean, it was really close, like you just passed it by a hair, but it was the first time it happened. Additionally, the big things that we're starting to see is that mobile game downloads are declining just end to end, but revenue is holding steady. So what that means is that people they're downloading less games, interacting with less games that way. However, they're either spending equal or more money in the games that they currently have. I'm not really going to talk about PC or console games in the state, just because this is a Love and Deepspace podcast. I'm happy to talk about this in any other way. But just hold that thought. But some of the interesting things I wanted to kind of point out. There was a 7% year-over-year decline in mobile game downloads. However, mobile game in-app revenue was $82 billion. That was up 1.4% year over year. So this excludes third-party Android in China and other markets, just FYI. There were 225,000 games released across iOS, Google Play, and Steam. So that doesn't count any games that came out on itch.io, any other places. But that means there was over 600 games released per day in 2025. So that's pretty massive. Are you still with me, Mama?
I have a question.
Yes.
So we've talked about how Love and Deepspace has declined,
right,
when it's been soaring for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything specific that would be leading to that decline? Is that just a natural ebb and flow of the market? Because things can't stay on top forever.
I will get to that, Mama.
Oh, cool. I'm getting ahead of you. I just wanted to, that's my question. Thank you for your time, Professor Nikki.
Oh, you're very welcome. So mobile game trends from a genre perspective, it's funny, gacha games, otome games, stuff like that don't actually have a mass genre classification. In gaming, like I said, we talk super genres and subgenres. The mobile game trends that really tracked, like the big three in 2025, were strategy, which continues to happen, RPG, puzzle, casino, which makes sense. At least from the mobile app perspective. I'm not going to tell you where people are spending. And if you really want to know, if you guys want me to do like a full industry breakdown, I can do one for the Nikki channel. It would be very fun. Classes in session. Mobile gamers are segmented in a different way than console gamers or PC gamers. We talk about casual core and hyper casual, mid casual. There's new hybrid casual, which I was like, really, guys, can we just start classifying people in the same way? Make my life so much easier. Oh my God, so much easier. What's really funny is there's always this discussion of like, oh my God, mobile gamers are way more female. And it's like, okay, female gamers tend to be more mobile just because of the nature of games, time, and space that people have. I don't know. I'm a single mom. I don't have time to sit on my console except once a week, and I stream it to everybody. So, but my phone is always in my pocket, and when I get 10 minutes to the bathroom by myself, I'm playing with my phone. So, big difference, okay? Anyway, when we look at like the biggest IPs across platforms, there's only one otome game that actually makes it onto the list when it comes to top IPs by mobile in-app revenue. And Mama, what IP do you think that is from a gacha game perspective? This is personally one of my favorite gacha games.
Oh gosh, that is an excellent question. I'm trying to think what I know of gacha.
Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Ladies, we're racing horses. Woo!
Really? Is that it? Because I was like, this is the only gacha game I play.
Number one is Monopoly. Number two is Pokemon. And then goes FIFA, League of Legends, Lineage, COD, Dragon Ball Z, Dungeon and Fighter, Fate of like Fate Stay the Night. And then it's Uma Musume Pretty Derby. Oh, I love it. It's so good.
Oh my God.
I know, I was very excited. When it comes to top cross-platform publishers by downloads, meaning this is a publishing group that makes games for both mobile and PC and console. Technically, Infold counts for that because of Infinity Nikki and a few other things. Within the world of gacha, there is only one publisher that even made it into the top 20. It's not even in the top 15, and it's MiHoYo. And again, it's primarily mobile. Embracer Group, which is ironically actually one of the largest publishers these days, even when you take in comparison to the Microsoft deal and everything that came out. Microsoft actually is only fourth or fifth. It's Embracer, followed by EA, Take-Two, Microsoft, and then Tencent. So it's pretty interesting from like a cross-platform publishing perspective, that's a lot of P's, and Tencent, Roblox, NetEase, Sega actually, Konami, Krafton, and MiHoYo make up the majority of the mobile publishers within that group. So it's pretty crazy. I promise I am getting to your question, Mama.
No, you're fine.
You know how I'm always talking about this concept of retention, lifetime value? How much are you worth as a game? There's this mobile market graph in here that has a 7-day, 30-day, day one retention, and 1 year retention. I just wanted to know, across the 4 major segmented markets of mobile games, which again, mid-core, hybrid casual, casual, hyper casual. And just to kind of give you kind of a quick note, Mama's a hybrid casual when it comes to Love and Deepspace, and I'm a mid-core. That would be the 2 differences, just to kind of explain it. Casual is like, I've logged in to play my little event game of like a match 3 and call it good, whatever. And then hybrid casual is like somebody who, if Mama and I were slammed together, you wiped off the blood, that would be a hybrid casual person. Okay? So that's the best way. I think y'all know where I'm going. When it comes to retention, of course, retention always declines. Just that's how it is. But to give you the concept of, in a 7-day retention cycle, people start between about 13 to 25% of people retain. So if you have 100 people who started playing a game, between 13 and 25 of them will be hanging around after 7 days. After a year, it's pretty nuts, because when we take a look at mid-core, they retain from starting at 6%, dropping down to 4%. And then hyper casual retains at 1%, hybrid at 1%. So literally at the end of a year, we're talking out of 100 players that started, only 1 to 4 stay. So that's pretty nuts when it comes to retention in a mobile game. So I already talked about the fact that consumers spent more in apps than games for the first time, which, by the way, consumers spent $81.1 billion, which is a plus 1% year over year increase in games, whereas in applications spent $85.6 billion, which is a 21% gain year over year. So
Jesus.
That's, yeah, pretty crazy. Now, live ops shifted towards progression and competition, and I'm kind of like, no shit. If you want people to stick around in your game, my favorite line was, hang on. Live ops in 2025 shifted towards retention and repeat play, consistent with the market that is leaning less on new user volume and more on value per user. The mix of new events suggests teams are investing more in systems that sustain engagement and expand lifetime value than relying on short-term spikes. No shit. But what's ending up happening is that as development teams are being cut, just a gentle reminder, about a third of the gaming industry was laid off last year, which is massive. And the majority of that was in the United States. You don't have enough people, bodies, or funding to sit there and be like, I launched this crazy thing, you should go buy it. You'll notice that events are getting longer, that progression systems are more intertwined. Take a look at the Mortality's Tenderness event. I mean, we were jokingly complaining that it's like, holy shit, if you're doing all the LIs, like it's a lot to do. Well, yeah, that makes sense, but we still did it. It's the retention, the everyday login, the 10 days with you, all of that good stuff. So this article continues to say progression designed consolidated around milestone-based structures, while social leaned further into repeatable competitive templates. So social specifically is a game genre. But you'll notice, like, we battle girlies love our competitive senior hunk contest, that sort of stuff. So they're starting to lean towards the fact that less people are downloading games, less people have money to spend in games. So we need to keep people around longer. Okay, this is the fun thing that I wanted to get to. Paid web store promotions gained traction in 2025. Now, I don't have the full case study here, but apparently it says these promotions typically add incremental rewards versus in-app purchase options to offset the extra friction of leaving the app and completing a purchase on the web. There's always been this school of thought that, holy shit, You're on a mobile device. Advertise on a mobile device. Keep someone in the mobile device, right? You want to stay in the app. Don't leave the app. Oh my God, whatever you do, don't close our app. Never leave our app. App, love app. That's always the vibe. And you'll notice, and I didn't talk about this, but also the ad mix of where people are advertising games and things like that have changed across the industry, where advertisers and marketing people are not sticking in pure app. Like, I'm like, oh God, I have 11 seconds with Raf. Sticking in just pure app ad mix. Like, playable ads are not as popular as they used to be. Now we're seeing more YouTube ads. We're seeing trailers. We're seeing social. We're seeing micro influencers. We're seeing a lot of that. So the fact that, and to answer your question, Mama, we won't actually know this unless we get a private investor report, Infold tells us the numbers, or etc., is revenue is shifting away from in-app purchase to this web store. This promotion or this case study was around this concept of the offers from the app to have people purchase in web store, because essentially, just gentle reminder, Google and Apple take 30% of anything that comes out of anything purchased on the device. On the web store, they keep all of the revenue, but you have to ask someone to exit out of the app to make the purchase. So what that can do is create friction or attrition. Someone forgets to go back into the app, or they're like, fuck it, I'm out, and I get distracted. So that can have painful effects on retention metrics. However, this study showed that they had a revenue success rate of 55% of people were like willing to do, or like 55% did the purchase, came back, did the whole 9 yards. So I think that is why we're seeing, quote, revenue go down. Like, number go down. It's not. Revenue is shifting. You're seeing it in other places. They're not reporting how much money they're making from the web store. And I think you're seeing that money shift. So hopefully that answered that question.
It did.
The other thing I wanted to talk about was they had a case study in here about a Gossip Harbor, and it showed, they saying showcases best practice segmentation. And my heart just went, motherfucker, segmentation. Remember what I'm telling you? Like, the game is always running experiments on you. It's always tracking everything that you're doing. We see how much Sylus you love, how many lines you have selected, how much money you're willing to spend during his event. And then we're going to feed you to the beast so that you can earn the right things to buy. You will retain longer than 1% and spend more than $100 this week. So that's what segmentation is. Basically, are you okay, Mama?
I'm doing great.
So, Playliner analysts compared a game called Gossip Harbor, which is just like a match game, but they had 3 segmentation tiers: free to play, dolphin, and whale, and then whale only. So a free to play is a non-paying account, period, end of story. A dolphin was an account that spent less than $51, and a whale account that spent over $100. So what they did is those accounts were shown 3 different offerings at different times to try and get people to purchase, to play, do whatever. And what they did is they showed a free-to-play player will pay 99 cents for this, while a whale will pay $20 for this. It was appropriate pack and pricing, but like, the whale never got shown like something 99 cents. They were only shown something that was worth $20. And essentially, it's pretty crazy. The experiences differed by segmentation, and the lower price points were shown to the free-to-play account. The higher offer density was shown to the whale accounts. And this has a really cool, interesting report on this segmentation practice, how much more revenue that they made, all that. So you're always an experiment. You're a beautiful experiment, but you're still an experiment. Yeah. So that's kind of the fun state of the industry. I don't think you want me to go into the marketing mix or things like that. So there you go. We'll end it there so I don't bother Professor Rafayel. I'm sorry. I know that was longer than 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, no, that was longer than 10 minutes, but that's fine.
I'm sorry.
I learned
Stop
a lot.
Poking his butt. Oh my God. I'm like reading reports and you're tapping his ass.
Oh, honey, I did more than tap his ass while you were reading reports. It's fine.
I don't even see the screen. Fuck you. Me to him. You can't even see his butt.
That's okay. I can feel it.
Okay, we can talk about it now. I did my reports. If you guys want a longer analysis, if you would like to come to a TED Talk, I'm happy to do one.
You can do it while you're playing Claire Obscura.
No, I have to focus on dodging and parrying. No.
You do. But no, actually, I found that very interesting. I was wondering if you were going to get to discussing if it's down, because we've talked about these reports before, and I have learned at this point that these reports don't necessarily take into consideration money that was spent not in the App Store. So like the top-up store that usually you and I will go purchase. The web
store, yes.
The web store that you and I will go purchase our stuff for. So numbers being down doesn't necessarily mean, oh no, the game's in trouble. I mean, it could signify that, but there's also a stronger possibility, given what I just heard from you, that there is an overall revenue is elsewhere. It has moved places that are not being tracked by these standardized reports because the reports have not adapted to the new economics.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, how long were you tapping his ass? You know what?
I mean,
I'll find out when I edit.
You'll find out what I did when you edit.
Oh God. I'm so scared.